At least one person has died after Hurricane Ida hit Louisiana over the weekend as a Category 4 storm. Officials say it's one of the worst in the state's history.
Louisiana's governor says that number will likely go up as emergency crews continue to search and rescue efforts. Some of those rescuers are struggling to reach areas that have been cut off by the storm.
More than 1 million people are without power in Louisiana and Mississippi, and it could be days, even weeks, before the lights come back on.
Meanwhile, West Michiganders are headed down south, looking to help relief efforts after Hurricane Ida.
They're going to be on hand to help the thousands of people with everything from food to lodging.
13 on your side's Elena Holland spoke to a few people preparing to make the trip. Elena?
Well, hi, good evening. When a natural disaster like a hurricane hits, there is a need for a lot of supplies, a lot of volunteers, and a lot of donations. And it's more than just people who need help. These crates,
everybody just said, let's do this, let's save some babies,
will soon be filled with 47 animals.
Well, it's actually kind of devastating.
From Louisiana, where animal shelters were hit by Hurricane Ida.
People are taken care of first, and then the animals second. And when you have a shelter in the middle of a storm that just annihilates it, you've got 10 to 12 feet of water. There's no places for these animals to go on top of roofs.
Michelle Shout of Michelle's Rescue in Grand Rapids and her son are preparing to make the drive in their van tonight, but they will need help upon return, desperately needing foster families and donations.
Dog treats, toys, bowls, cleaning supplies.
Meanwhile, aid is already down south in the form of the American Red Cross.
We've been watching the trajectory of the hurricane for quite some time now. And, we put people in place before the hurricane.
34 people from Michigan are already there, and more are being sent by the hour. Breeze Edel, the executive director of the West Michigan chapter, says they are focusing on shelter and feeding.
Have cots, blankets. We have thousands of meals that are already in place there. We've already put blood supplies down there so that we're sure to have enough blood.
Edel says this is the biggest hurricane to hit Louisiana since about 1850, and cleanup from a Category 4 hurricane takes a huge effort. The volunteers will spend 2 to 3 weeks on the ground, then switch them out with other crews.
Our volunteers know that we put them up in probably a volunteer shelter, which is pretty typical. Our volunteers are highly trained volunteers, so they know what they're getting into. First-time volunteers, it's a real experience, but after that, typically they're hooked.
And for Shout, helping the animals in the shelters is her way of offering a hand.
It makes you think about your own problems, that you really don't have it as bad as what these people are going through.
If you would like to foster an animal, fill out an application on Michelle's Rescue's website. Also, the Red Cross is primarily asking for monetary donations, which they can put to the most efficient use. Visit redcross.org to donate. And the Red Cross is a legitimate charity, but the Better Business Bureau of West Michigan is warning those that there are not. They say during times of crisis, criminals often take advantage of the situation, so be wary of claims that the money will give you that you give will go to 100% of the victims. And if you donate to a GoFundMe account, the company has information to help you determine whether a fundraiser is legitimate. We have all of this information on 13onyourside.com.